MC for today, and it's a great pleasure and honour to be standing here. I'd like to introduce Troy Bennell to give us, provide a welcome to country and also to share his story in terms of activation and aspiration. Could you please put your hands together for Troy Bennell?
Kaya, thanks Liz. Yesterday morning I was up in Joondalup, or however you want to say it, doing some cross-cultural training, and this morning down here my first selfie was at the front, and I'm promoting my Holden, as we do. But yeah, Liz, it's interesting knowing Liz from when I first started at the Art Gallery in the year 2000. I was the first Indigenous arts officer here. Come in, I saw Jill Brown there, good friend, the first radar officer. And it's funny, year 2000, 2021, I'm a grandfather now. 2 grannies. So the story continues. Why we do this. Yesterday up at up at TAFE in Joondalup, they were talking about careers, and they're having problems with getting countrymen to complete this plumbing course. And I said, look, it's all good, as long as you partner up with countrymen. So I mentioned my brother boy Possum, Gavin Maguire, niece there, and I said, look, that's the only plumber I know, and he's a brother of mine. So connecting. So these young 12 Noongar boys or countrymen that have a chance to do plumbing, that the lecturers are finding it hard, no, get my brother there to make it easy. So we connect the dots in between. We did it with art. Our first exhibition was in 2000 and was called Something Happening. We took Noongar art from the southwest Great Southern and the wheat belt to Malaysia. You know, and from that exhibition, there's 4 people that had passed, and they're here today with me because something happened in 2000, and the gallery took the courage to take me on. Our first director there was James Davies. First month into the job, I had a loss in the family. My grandmother died. So then we had to change protocol for bereavement leave. First time in Bunbury with the city. It was all contracted. Isn't that right, Tress? Tress is our board member over here, our old board member. So those connections and changing policy. I now work with kids in foster care 3 days a week. 200 years of policy, changing it to make it click together. And I can't do it without the kids can't do it without me, but also the program can't do it without countrymen. Telling the system, you've got to change that way to make things work for kids. The powerful thing, but art, since I meet the kid, they see the beard and this, it's a look. I'm the Noongar version of Hugh Jackman, I'll tell everyone that. But while he's promoting Australia over there, we promote it here. I always tell everybody, I 16 years of age, I joined the Mid-Ar dance group. Richard Wally, Shane Abdullah, Gary Ugle. Gary Ugle did a Pepsi commercial with Madonna. Google that shit. But it's serious stuff because Ernie Dingo, when I went to America, it's Crocodile Dundee, Ernie Dingo said, there's no crocs in the Collie River, there's Marron. And Ernie Dingo, I know me, Yamaji from Mullawar, because he's part of Mid-Ar dance group. So connecting the dots, because that's what they see. So the real Australia's here in the southwest. The carry trees, the jarrah, the marri. So putting our place on the world map, that's what we do. The other movie that put Australia on the map was Rabbit Proof Fence. Same thing here, Roland's mission. We tied up with Indigenous Tourism, WATOC, to boost Roland's, to boost my tourism program. I've been running my tours for a few years now, and we found it hard with COVID. But the hardest thing is we've got to keep the ball rolling, because if we give up, our community gives up. So this is awesome, connecting the communities, coming together. Dunju, we call it Dunju. Danji Kuring means coming together. Ngan Mort Kuring Nicha Buja Kura Kura. My family come from here a long, long time ago. The last month my world's been turned upside down. I'm taking care of my mum. She's just recently had a stroke. So I'm caregiving for my mum. We have our ups and downs. I told the other day, we had an argument. I said, oh, well, you only carried me for 9 months. You're out of my house after 9 months. We laughed and we joked. But I've got to care for my mum. Our Aboriginal way, we can't put him in a home. So the family's got to come together now. But I'm learning from the silver chain nurses that come Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And we're yarning about Indigenous people in care. Where's the next step for that? And I thought, if we got it right, my mum should have went into this. It should have already been set up, but it's not. So now I've got to yarn with people here, so let's set this shit up for the old people, because I'm going to be old one day. But there'll be art and healing and therapy and yarning, because that's what we're doing with Mum. Today I'm taking her to Dunsborough to drop off my daughter's dental nurse shirt she left. This morning the phone call was, Dad, I need my shirt. I said, sorry, I'm doing Welcome to Country first. I'm more important. But the important thing is passing on the message. My daughter don't know when I'm driving down to Dunsborough in a minute, I'll be taking Mum to connect her to her budja, her country. Mum was actually stolen from Dunsborough down the back end of the yelling up the Vass Primary School. She's 78 years of age, 79. She was stolen when she was 6 years of age. I rang the school last month and they don't have all that on the records. So truth-telling. Set it free, you know. Get it off your chest. That's what I'm about. My business is called Ngalang Wongi, our story. Education, I'd say edumacation. Learn from both worlds, bring it together. And that's what I'm about, bringing the community together. Because when I travelled the world and everyone wanted to know about Australia, I thought, oh, no, come here to the southwest. Then we connect you to the desert. There's old songlines. The other connection is this yidaki, the didgeridoo. I learned to play that when I was about 14 years of age, and then really took it up when I was 16, when Scrubby, Shane Abdullah, come to town. And the yidaki is an instrument that calls out to the people from the past. It comes from Arnhem Land. I took on the profession and I love it. The guys at the back make me sound too deadly, Derek there. But I got the kangaroo skin here, the booker. The booker is what we wore to keep us warm, you know. So I'm going to finish off with a little bit of a tune that the Midar mob taught me. The kookaburra is a kaka. The coolbuddy, that's a magpie. Wardong, that's a crow. Yonga, that's a kangaroo. And we make it Noongar, see? That the tradition of this instrument might come from Arnhem Land, but I just made it Noongar. Hang on, let's do a selfie. That's what we do, eh? And I've got to hashtag this, so... And all you mob might like it. So, 1, 2, 3, chuck your hands in the air. Yay! But there we go. Now this tapping stick was given to me down in Albany at a mental health conference. I took some art to try and sell down there. Thought, Albany mob might buy some paintings. I ended up trading a whole bunch of art for jam tree tapping sticks and digging sticks and fighting sticks. Brother boy down there. That's our next program. We're taking boys back on harvesting, creating this stuff. So I'll play this tune and I'll leave it with you, mob. But I'll be back from Dunsborough this morning and I'll come and have lunch at the Rose. I might bring my mum for a yarn. Sure. Okay, guys, come here. Ready, Derek?
Bennell. Buddha.